I live in the biggest city in the world. Living in the biggest city in the world features many fun experiences, such as talking to the many residents, visiting the amazing attractions. They're so futuristic that they're opening in the past. And finally, enjoying the beautiful nightlife. I love city living. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I definitely don't live in the biggest city in the world. In fact, my town, if you can even call it that, is so incredibly lifeless that I'd be better off trying to find Waldo than another living, breathing human here. I'd be better off trying to find the world's smallest needle in a 644,595-pound haystack than another human. I'd be better off— Yeah, you get the point. It's boring, it's lifeless, it's drab, it's dull, it's monotonous. It's monotonous. The craziest thing about this is that I have lived here my entire life. Talked to a lot of brick walls, let me tell you. So can you imagine going from the quietest little town with no people, no establishments, no nothing, to one of the biggest cities in America? This town I live in has the tiniest population ever. The amount of smallness in this town. You can literally bike for an hour and not see a single soul. When I say ghost town, I mean actual ghost town. Like, I'm pretty sure at night there were actually ghosts here. To disprove all the theories of ghosts, we're ghost hunting. This is a ghost hunter. You might ask what it does. It hunts ghosts. This is my drip. Okay, let's go. The first thing to catching a ghost is realizing how to summon demons. Now, hear me out. Oh, wrong way. This way. We need to summon the ghost before we catch it. Because if we just find one walking around, we don't know if it's bad or not. And we know that demons, they are. So we're gonna do what we should have done a long time ago. Something that every self-respecting YouTuber has done maybe once, maybe twice, maybe a couple times with various levels of clickbait. Summon Bloody Mary. We close our eyes and say Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, I think. And now we look for her. We are looking for Mary. I don't know why. The key to ghost hunting is something that you would probably not expect. It's something that's complex, it's deep, it's personal. And I'm going to show you what it is. Come on down. I ghost hunted for a while, looking far and wide, up and down, left and right, Rick and Morty, Abercrombie and Fitch, and found nothing. Not even one soul. I continued this for several hours until my friends started showing the early signs of a concussion due to extreme and unrelenting head trauma, so I decided to call it quits. My friend is exhausted and I've given up. I've realized I can't force a town to be haunted that's not haunted. Mary just isn't showing up. I've literally gotten stood up by a ghost, or demon, or either. I don't know who she is. I wish I did. I would have loved to gotten to know her. I guess the consensus is this town isn't haunted, and my shoe is broken. Check it out. That's what ghost hunting gets you. A broken shoe, a tired friend, and getting stood up by a ghost. I quit my ghost hunting career and realized that this town isn't haunted. It's just small, boring, and pretty much everything negative under the sun but haunted. And that's okay. So now that we've gotten closure on this town, it's time to announce where I am moving. We're going to pick back up where we left off with a question. Can you imagine moving from one of the smallest towns probably ever to a humongous city that has establishments, it has people, it has things that I have literally never seen before? Well, let's imagine for a bit, because I am moving to Las Vegas, Nevada. No more brick walls and no more ghosts. I'm going to be moving to one of the most exciting, people-filled places in the US. But I'm not there yet. So I feel like we should check it out just to make sure we like it. Hey, I'm in Vegas now. What? Hey, is that the Eiffel Tower? I thought we were in Vegas, not Paris. Oh, wait. No way. Jeff Bezos walking down the street wearing a Where's Waldo sweater? This place is amazing. Now that the secret's out, I'm going to let you guys know all of the ways that I've hinted to moving to Las Vegas. I'm going to show you the most subtle hints first, leading up to the most blatant in-your-face hints possible. This first one is a little cryptic, and to even understand it, you need to know the population of Las Vegas, Nevada. When I first started hinting about this, the population was 634,773, but it recently updated to 644,594, so you'll see both numbers thrown around, but mostly that first one. Now let's begin with the hints. This first one asks if the updated population of Las Vegas is better than the new one, but reading it without any good context and just as some random numbers, this definitely classifies as cryptic. I even hinted about it earlier in this video. Don't remember? I'll play the clip. And a 644,595. Yeah, even though I messed up the number by one digit, but you know what? We're gonna let that pass. I continued doing this in various other ways, such as little Easter eggs in videos and weird remarks and comments, but it wasn't enough, so I moved on to the more blatant method. In this one, I just outright started mentioning Las Vegas, hoping someone would notice, saying things like Vas Vegas and I wonder what the Muffin Man would think of Las Vegas, just straight up unhinged. I eventually moved on to polls just to see if I'd get a little more engagement so someone would notice, anyone would notice. And I believe, finally, one person did. And the rest of you just just found my constant rambling about all these specific numbers and obsession with memeing Las Vegas typical shy Capretta behavior, and to be honest, I don't blame you. I really don't. So that is the announcement. Yeah. Once I'm there, my content will probably be like a lot more frequent for multiple reasons. Number one, actually only one reason. I won't be living in the middle of nowhere. When it comes to content, most of the time you would ideally be going somewhere, taking your viewers to a location, which I can't do at all because I don't have a driver's license and I live in the middle of nowhere, especially that one. Maybe once we're there, we'll see Waldo. Jeff Bezos wearing a Where's Waldo sweater. Especially looking forward to that one. Hyped. Bye. This is my wave.
Ba-ba-da.